Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey guys. Welcome back to the See You Next Thursday podcast. I don't think we deserve it this week.
I don't even. Is there a boo? Okay, that's
that
fitting
works,
as well.
That
That's fitting
works.
as well because this week is boo sheet. Like
Oh my god, if you're tapped into the film world,
honestly, if you're just tapped in,
yeah, you probably know what we're talking about. Warner Brothers got bought by Netflix, which is possibly, there was no good outcome for this, but this feels really sucky for the people who like seeing movies in movie theaters.
No, I think this is the worst outcome that could have happened.
Yeah. I mean, the other options weren't great either because there was a lot of like foreign money within those and like political power plays within the other companies that could have bought Warner Brothers. But just Netflix feels awful for the state of like movie going and like just cinema in general. It makes me really sad. And like I was talking to our friend Nicole the other day and she was talking about how like all Netflix films look the same and like that makes me feel bad about like the art that we're gonna create. And yeah, so how do you feel about it?
I'm like in a state of shock because a lot of people probably feel this way. The first thing that like when I moved to New York, the first thing I knew how to do was go to the movies.
Literally go to the movies.
Because I was like, this is a safe space for me. I don't know where I'm going, but like I know that I can always go to a movie theater and feel
literally
at home. And like when I first moved to New York, that's all I did. I would just like go to the movies by myself. I would see whatever was out, and then like obviously I evolved more and becoming like film major, going to film school, all that fun stuff.
Starting a podcast,
loving film, going to New York Film Festival like
every year.
Like my love for movies is deep. I would go to the theater as a kid. Like it was a whole experience. And like the fact that now that's not promised and that
we don't know the future of it.
Yeah, we don't know.
Which is really, really sad.
And like scary and bleak, and like art and entertainment are so important. And I feel like these third spaces such as like movie theaters are also really essential to our society and like just community.
They are
like
they
talking
really
about
are.
The community we formed at the New York Film Festival, and like
oh my god,
even at like AMC seeing like Avatar Fire and Ash on opening night or Sinners on opening night,
seeing people dress up for Barbie and Wicked. Like I don't think these people understand how going to the movie theaters is like a form of community and how important it is to like have this third space where we can just sit and watch a big screen instead of looking at our little screens. And also like I don't know, we care so much about like the formats that like we go see. Like we actively seek out 70 millimeter, 35 millimeter, IMAX, 3D, Dolby. Like we choose movie theaters based on what environment we want to be in. And we talked a lot in our like film studies classes about just theatrical exhibition, and like that's the entire reason I wanted to produce a film festival my senior year as part of my capstone. And like, oh my god, it just makes me so upset. It makes me so mad that people think this doesn't matter. It matters so much.
And the fact that they blame it on accessibility is what makes me even more upset, because you're a paying streaming service that people have to pay to use your services for. So in that sense, it's not that accessible. Actually, like my AMC A-list low-key better.
Bro, AMC A-list is genuinely, and I'm sure it's the same thing with the Regal subscription,
with the Alamo
subscription. So many movie theaters have it now. Also, $5 Tuesdays. I think they're doing $5 Wednesdays now too.
They do $5 Tuesday and Wednesday. They just did a popcorn pass, so you can get $5 large popcorns. Like
because they're trying to save it, and like I can see them doing it. And it's been a lot of doom posting on Twitter, which I think is valid after we hear big news like this, but also we truly don't know how this is going to play out. Maybe the filmmakers will, like DGA and WGA are already like pushing back on like, we're going to sit down and have talks with them and like denouncing the merger. And this is going to take years to play out. Like we still have 2 years before it even gets like ratified or whatever. So we're probably going to be talking about this a lot on the pod because it's going to continue within the coming months, what we learn. But just the statements that these CEOs are making about the state of it's just the whole issue is getting the tech people involved with art and tech are like, it's just, they don't have a brain for art and culture. They have a brain for making money and low-key destroying things. So like they don't want to see us happy,
which is hilarious because y'all are putting your most famous television show in theaters on New Year's Day, mind you, and you're saying, oh, it's because it's inaccessible. How, like, actually tell me how that makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because I wrote about this in my TV streaming class. Actually, we had to write a paper about the future of TV streaming, and I said that these big streaming companies are gonna put TV shows in theaters, and to see it manifest
you predicted that
in December. I'll pull out the paper. Like,
no, literally,
to see that manifest literally before my eyes in December was insane. And now that Netflix literally bought Warner Brothers, like, I couldn't say I saw this coming. Like,
no, but you did. And like, we've been having this conversation over the past couple of weeks where prominent actors and directors have been talking about how Netflix shouldn't be eligible at the Oscars, Netflix films, because they have such a limited window of availability at the movie theaters. And it's true. I mean, like, Jay Kelly, I think, only screened in New York and LA, and like probably only for like 2 weeks.
And not even at like a chain theater.
No, in New York it's at the Paris Theater. In LA it's probably somewhere equivalent to that, and it's just like it's one theater in these two big cities, and that's their awards qualifying run. And that becomes an issue when you have a situation of like Sinners or One Battle, where like it has a long theatrical window, it's getting re-released again and again, and the masses clearly want to see it. I'm sure the masses would love to see Jay Kelly in a theater. We saw Jay Kelly in a theater. We'll also talk about seeing Wake Up Dead Man in a theater, but like, we actively seek out to go see these movies in a theater, and we're very lucky for living in New York City where we can go do that. But I'm starting to agree with like, maybe we shouldn't have Netflix films qualify if they're not going to adhere to some sort of window that allows the general public to see these films.
And Pookie James Cameron said that, by the way.
Oh yeah, that was
like,
James
I just want to like
that.
mention that like James Cameron said that of all people, like,
and that's my
get
king.
into it, wake it up, like him and Guillermo are like super on this like no AI and seeing things in a theatrical release, which like I 100% agree. We didn't use our AMC A-list. We literally paid out of our pocket to go see both of these films in a theater because that's how they should be seen. Yeah. And I literally the last resort was watching Frankenstein on my television. Yeah. And
you were busy as hell the 1 week it was screening, the 2 weeks it was screening, and you were like, I can't make it to the theater, I have to watch it on Netflix. I was like, oh baby, I'm so sorry you have to do that.
It was not ideal at all. And I literally think I said I want to try and see it in a theater because this is going to play so much better in a theater.
You did.
And I'm kind of at like a loss for what these CEOs are thinking. And I don't know. Movie theaters are not dead. Like,
they're
movie
not.
theaters of anything. Barbenheimer, Wicked last year, and Sinners.
The Odyssey next year is going to be huge. Whatever the Doomsday Marvel thing is, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a part of that community, but
still, like, you see people are showing up for these things.
These are big movie events. Like, people eventize these things.
Zootopia 2
made $1 billion. We're about to see Avatar Fire and Ash. That's going to be crazy. I also think Marty Supreme has a lot of hype behind it. It's probably going to do really well. So, like, for these CEOs to just be so oblivious and think that the normal people don't want to go to the cinema is like actually mind-blowing to me. I'm very similar to you, where like I had a lot of trouble with like independence in the city when I first moved here, and like one of the first things I figured out how to do by myself is go see a movie by myself. And so, like, I feel like people don't think people do this, but I go to the movies by myself all the time, and I genuinely love it. I love going to see movies with you and with other friends, but like going to a movie by yourself is like one of the best experiences ever.
And like I don't understand the like people saying that's weird or anything, because it's totally normal. It's like going to the grocery store by yourself. Like, yeah, it's essentially the same thing. And like, again, I think these third spaces are necessary for community, for literally just having another place other than your home and work. And like, also when it's cold in the city, like I frequent the theaters.
No, literally, I'm trying to warm up.
It's free. I can do something. And like, it's just, I feel like movies and entertainment are so powerful, and the fact that like those things could be taken away from us makes me stressed and sad, and like also like thinking about children. Like,
yeah, we picked a great time to become filmmakers, bro. Like, that's what everyone's saying. Like, we chose the greatest profession in the world.
We chose a great time to talk about Netflix movies as well.
Yeah,
very
so
timely.
Literally, we planned this. We're gonna talk about Jay Kelly and Wake Up Dead Man today. 2 movies we both saw in theaters. But I do want to say, in light of like the doom speak, movies will survive, cinema will survive. Like, I have also been seeing some people say like, we survived the Hays Code, we survived the internet,
studio system,
we survived the studio system, we survived COVID. So like, we will survive this. I just truly don't understand why we're making a monopoly out of like the companies we have just devouring each other. It feels very Succession. Like, if we want to be real, this is like a legit Succession plot line in real life. And it's sad and it's disheartening, but hopefully we have like some strong filmmakers willing to stand up for theatrical windows, and Netflix doesn't AI everything to death, and we'll make it through. And you got to go see indie movies. Like, yeah, like if you want to like not fall into the doom of it all, go see indie movies, go see them in theaters, help an indie production out, like crowdfund, like send money to crowdfunding your indie movies, and just follow your favorite filmmakers and keep up to date with what they're doing, because they're going to be fighting for us, the movie patrons, on the line, hopefully.
No, they are. And like, of course it's like easier to be negative about everything, but like, I'm trying to look at this as like, that's not going to happen because we have so many people rallying behind this. Like, I do think we have so many strong opinions in the film industry, not only from like directors, but writers, producers, cinematographers. Like, I can't imagine a lot of my favorite filmmakers standing for this. And so I do think like the outcome will happen, and like, you just have to be active in this community and like more than ever support cinema, please.
No, literally go to the movie theater,
go to the movies.
Like, we always say like, oh well, it'll be on streaming in 2 months. Like, yes, it will be, and you could always rewatch it there, but like, it is essential that you go to your local cinema, seek out different types of movie theaters. Like, I don't know, it's just so important. Talk to the people next to you that you're sitting with at the movie theater. Ask them about what they thought about the movie.
Go to local film festivals. Go to small film festivals. Like,
go to New York Film Festival. Come hang out with us. Like,
yeah, like, just be really active in this community. And like, oh my god, it literally feels like the election all over again.
Yeah, I feel ill. I feel actually ill.
I feel doom.
Like, this news dropped yesterday or the day before?
I think it dropped the day before. Like, Netflix is the front runner, and then you texted me yesterday and you were like, Netflix is getting it, and I was like, is it official?
Yeah, because I woke up to a text that it was official, and I laughed at the text because I thought it was fake.
That's dark.
And then I went on Twitter and I saw that it was real, and then I went back and thumbs down the text because I was like, oh wait, what? But
when you texted me, I was like, oh, so is it official though? Like, I saw those things, and then I looked and I was like,
oh, it's official.
I low-key stayed off Twitter yesterday because I was like, I can't. Like,
and you're so brave for that. I didn't, and I think I retweeted about 200 things about movies and movie theaters yesterday.
I felt like I had to stay away from it because it genuinely is depressing me. Like, yeah. I don't want to fall into like the negative spiral at all, and like, I low-key am spiraling inside, but like, I'm trying not to let that get to me. I was on it this morning and I was like, oh my god, I actually like am ill looking at all this stuff. But I did post something on my Instagram story. I was like, I am and will always be prioritizing theatrical releases.
Always.
Do not get it twisted. Like,
and once again, we're very lucky for living in New York City, but like, since we live in New York City, we will prioritize that. And even if you don't have that access, just anytime a movie that might be on streaming is in your theaters, go freaking see it. Go see it on a Tuesday for $5. Like, just go. Because I don't know the exact David Lynch quote, but he always said something about like how movies are meant to be seen in a movie theater, and it actually like envelops you, and you're like in a dream when you're in a movie theater, and like that's just the real shit. That's the real shit, is seeing shit in a movie theater. Oh my god.
You don't go on YouTube to watch a stage show.
No.
You go in person to the theater. You don't do this with any other art form, so why are we thinking that we can do it with film?
Yeah,
especially film.
It makes me sick. It makes me really sick.
Yeah, I'm ill about it.
I'm getting sick. Yeah,
I'm just like really trying to be positive, but
we're gonna be talking about this throughout the next 2 movies we talk about as well. like we're gonna be talking about our theatrical experiences seeing these 2 Netflix movies in theaters. So
which is
ready.
hilarious, honestly.
It's hilarious, but also it needs to be said that like we'll get to it, but my Wake Up Dead Man screening was packed.
Oh, and I also like want to mention sentimental value. A foreign film like that, every single screening I looked at when it was playing in New York, packed, full, like full to the brim. People in row A, like I cannot stress that enough. Like even foreign films that like might not work for everyone, that theater was packed. So
yep.
Not just, it wasn't just like New York Film Festival either. It was literally after its like theatrical window. So
yep,
there's that too. I know that like foreign films are potentially getting tariffed and taxed in the future, but that's a whole other can of worms. I don't want to mention that. Bruh. That's a really dark world.
Really, really dark.
Really dark. I'm out the United States if that happens. So
literally.
Like,
we have some movie news, other movie news. We got the Critics' Choice nominations. Do you have thoughts on that, Sarah Bear?
do I? Thoughts?
Let's talk about it.
Cynthia out. Regina out. Chase Infinity in. Wagner in. Woomy in. Train Dreams in.
We have yet to see Train Dreams.
Okay, so like we were gonna try and tag on Train Dreams to this pod, but
you got another job.
I got another job this week, guys.
Sarah's busy girl.
I'm a busy girl. I really was trying to watch movies this week though. Like I really try my best, but I also have a performance next week, so like you gotta
lock in.
I really do. I have to lock in. But trust when I go home for those 5 days.
Oh, it's over for my Letterboxd followers. Like
6-hour flight, like 2 6-hour flights, 12 hours, babe. It's on site. Like
yeah.
So but I was shook by these awards.
Critics' Choice.
I genuinely was shook. I mean, low-key also Avatar Fire and Ash out, but like I'm low-key not gonna manifest that.
I do want to mention that Sinners Hive, we are feeling really down with like a lot of the regional critics circles because they are naming One Battle Best Picture in a lot of frequent cases. And I'm sure we're all feeling down or feeling out. We might not have it in the bag for the Oscars, but we do have other prospects. Our cinematographer is doing great at these awards. We also have our score and we have screenplay. We have and Woomy, hopefully.
Okay, bro, Miss Woomy is getting so much attention,
and I love it.
It was so funny because no one was putting her in for anything, and they just assumed like Gwyneth, Odessa. Like I like low-key want to see those performances, but like they low-key assumed she was out, and I think it's so funny that Miss Woomy's in. Also, like not seeing Regina Hall was low-key a shocker to me too. I mean, Tiana's in there.
Yeah,
I want to mention like someone messed up on the Critics' Choice website because when I went on there to first check awards, Tiana wasn't on there.
Yeah, Sarah texted me and was like she mentioned a bunch of things and I said, and Tiana Taylor, and you were like, what? And I was like, because I was on Variety's page or something and I saw Tiana Taylor and you were like, it's not on the official website. I
said Tiana's out. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But then I scrolled down to the bottom where it's like all of the films and I saw Tiana was in and I was like, that's really bad. Like,
yeah, that's not a good look.
Fix that.
That's not a good look.
But Sinners does lead the pack with the most amount of nominations.
17, baby.
17, which I literally said this. One Battle's not gonna get hair and makeup and costume. Like it's just why would they do that? So I think it's cool that Jay Kelly low-key into. Like we're gonna talk about Jay Kelly, but like I love Jay Kelly.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
We're gonna talk about Jay Kelly Trust, and like this movie low-key like means a lot to us for no reason, for some reason. Mm-hmm. And I'm really happy it's continuing to get shouted out. I low-key, I know the category is huge this year, but I wish George Clooney was kind of a conversation within it.
Joel Edgerton is in.
We have yet to see the movie.
And Ethan Hawke, which I want to see Blue Moon actually so freaking badly.
Yeah, freaking another Netflix movie.
But yeah, it's interesting that George Clooney isn't in the conversation when I feel like this is one of his best performances,
magnum opus,
literally ever. Like I love Jay Kelly down. Like
yeah, that's my man's.
Emma Stone in for actress was kind of a cute shock. Like
yeah, I love to see Begonia Love because we're not really giving it much.
No, and Amanda Seyfried in for Testament of Anne Lee. That's really exciting. Lordy in for supporting.
A Lordy in.
Oh, y'all better get into it. Like
Sandler in if you care about that.
Which, like, Sandler was the front runner. I think,
months ago.
Yeah, months ago, everyone's like, Sandler's getting the Oscar. And I was like...
I don't think that's true, girl.
I
think Benicio is in the lead now.
So, I thought Stellan had it on lock.
Yeah. Benicio,
low-key, over Sean Penn, which I'm like...
Well, I'm happy about that. If someone from One Battle's going to win, I hope it's Benicio.
Me too. I think it's funny, though, because people are like, Oscars always do weird things. And I'm like, I feel like the Oscars is the most predictable one. Like... I feel like if we're going to shock at anything, it's SAG. Like, SAG always low-key I'm aligned with.
SAG be swerving.
And I love that. But, like, I low-key feel like Oscar's most predictable.
Sorry, the actor awards.
Oh, Mabi.
The actor awards.
Both my ladies in for Sentimental for supporting actress. I love to see that. Miles Canton and Jacoby in for Best Young Actor, which like
love to see that.
Also, I'm like, why is Miles Canton in that? But like, anyway, hey,
yeah, Miles Canton should be in.
I'm happy he was put in it. Like, Best Director, Jafar. So Pookie Jafar Panahi has been getting Best Director awards left and right.
Literally left and right. And also, I think he's gotten a couple of screenplays too. Mm-hmm. And Best International for these regional awards. And it is warming my heart to see him get the recognition. Oh my God, I just glitched. The recognition he deserves. I love that little man.
Especially for a director, like, that's big.
Yeah, like up against PTA. That's
a
huge.
Statement, and I'm loving it. Like,
I would love to see the Oscars go that route, but I don't know if they're going to.
Okay. Parasite, you never know. But Parasite, you really changed things for me. So
that's true.
You literally never know. But it's amazing to see that recognition. It's interesting he's not in this lineup, but
yeah,
whatever. More all that stuff. Yeah.
Well,
that's pretty much it. Never mind. I was gonna talk about House of Dynamite.
Did you watch that?
No, but it's in Best Editing.
I want you to watch that movie and come back to me.
Train Dreams and A House of Dynamite. What a lineup.
God.
What a double feature.
What a double feature, bro. That's gonna kill you.
But yeah, Critics' Choice came out, and that was like super. That was a fun like 5 minutes of my life to like see what's happening, and like maybe it's not as locked up as I assumed this year would be, but
I think we got to get to Globes noms, which is Monday.
Globes are low-key a joke to me, but
they're like kind of more like not more important, but I think because they have like a broadcast, like,
well, Critics and Globes are important.
Yeah.
However, low-key Globe's a joke to me because there's
Globes is a joke.
Every 5, like, it's like Rotten Tomatoes. Everyone gets nominated.
Yeah.
So
well, that's true. We also have the National Board of Review put out their best list, and best film did go to One Battle. Best director did go to PTA. Best actor did go to Leonardo DiCaprio. I also think Rose Byrne is kind of leading for best actress in a lot of these awards as well, so she's not someone to count out. Best supporting is Benicio. Best supporting actress is Inga from Sentimental.
Girl, y'all need to get into Inga.
Best directorial debut, Ava Victor for Sorry Baby. Let's Wake That Up. Best breakthrough performance, Chase Infinity. Original screenplay, Ryan Coogler. Adapted, Train Dreams. International, It Was Just an Accident. Achievement in cinematography, Sinners. And then a couple more. The top films in alphabetical order. Do you want to read those?
Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Frankenstein, Jake Kelly, Marty Supreme, Rental Family, Sinners, Train Dreams, Wicked Dead Man, and Wicked for Good.
That's an interesting list, isn't it?
That's like a random list.
Random list.
Like what? Also, oh my God, the F1 stuff is like,
I feel like F1 came out 4 years ago. Like,
F1 came out last year in my opinion. Like I don't remember seeing it this year. I also am like, F1,
why are we on that?
Joseph Krasinski, like, get into it. You make my favorite slop action movies you make, so like I can't even blame you. But I'm also like, I didn't foresee this coming. Like I didn't.
No. Also, Rental Family sneak. I mean, I haven't seen Rental Family, and my actually internet friends did go see Rental Family, and they said they liked it. Like,
one of my best friends, shout out Blue, was like, I love Rental Family, and I was like,
we gotta figure out how to watch that, because is it in theaters right now?
It was super limited over Thanksgiving.
Okay, well, screw my life, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
we'll see if it might still be in theaters, but it might be at like an Angelico.
yeah. I also want to wake up National Board Review top 10 independent films in alphabetical order. The Baltimoreans, Bring Her Back, Father, Mother, Sister, Brother, Friendship, Good Boy, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, The Mastermind, Rebuilding, Sorry Baby, and Urchin. I love that they do a little top 10 indie list because that's beautiful to see some recognition for those people as well.
I'm obsessed. Go watch indie movies.
Like, literally, like that's going to be the future of cinema, I swear to God.
Like, am I going to Sundance this year? Like
might have to.
Might have to pop into Sundance.
Might have to. Oh my God.
Yeah. Lots of award stuff. It's so exciting.
I'm so excited.
I'm really hyped. By the time we sit down next week, we'll have our Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And that will be nuts.
That'll be big. That'll be fun. I also love your shirt today. I just want to say that.
Thank you. I got this from the Academy Award Museum. I'm obsessed with this shirt, but I love this movie. If you haven't seen Boys in the Hood, y'all need to lock in. It came out forever ago, so this is not new news, but it's like incredibly important, especially for the Academy Awards. So
yeah,
go log in to Boys in the Hood. Go log into freaking cinema.
Like, do you like my shirt?
Oh, Frankie got a fun shirt on today.
I got my Warner Brothers.
Zoom into that.
My Warner Bros. Studios shirt. I wish you guys could see the back, but I'm not turning around. It's really cute. I got this at the Warner Bros. Tour that we literally took a couple weeks ago before they got bought by Netflix.
So insane. And when we were there, like, employees were like, every day we got a new bid for some theater or from some studio, and I was like,
also the idea of Netflix having access to the Warner Brothers vault and like the MGM old vault is like actually killing me. Like nothing's gonna be released on physical media ever again.
I'm gonna have to drive back there and pick up every DVD that was there.
No, literally, Sarah, you picked a great time to start your physical media collection because you're about to be cooked.
Well, shout out Pookie Harrison. Like, we're gonna start something.
Oh,
I'm gonna collect the DVDs.
Black market DVD like stealing.
Piracy, baby.
Oh yeah,
I'll collect the DVDs. Trust, we got something in the works.
Okay, good. I'm glad we aired that out on the podcast.
YouTube's about to flag this. Like, but shout out Pookie Harrison. Like,
no, we're talking about actual pirates, guys. Not
slime tutorials, babe.
Yeah,
slime tutorials.
What do you guys know about slime tutorials?
Oh, they don't know.
They don't know anything. No. Well,
damn.
That was a really fun 30 minutes just ranting.
We didn't even say like, oh my God, how are you doing? We were like, this is doomsday. We are in doomsday. We are like, is that Wendy Williams? I mean, that's like, is this the worst? No, this is the worst. Like,
well, I'm doing well other than like my entire artistic life crumbling in front of me. And like what I do for pleasure also maybe disintegrating soon in the next couple of years. So like other than that, I'm doing okay.
Nice. Yeah, totally fine. I started a new job.
Yeah,
like,
get into
I'm making money, but also like, yeah, it's bleak.
But also we want a career in the arts.
I want a career in the arts. I want to book so many jobs. Like,
yeah.
I need money. I need time. Like,
when we make an indie movie, you guys better show up and show out. Like, that's all I gotta say.
When we got that crowdfunding, y'all better be donating.
Better be. If y'all really care about the movies like you say you do.
And matter of fact, like this video, comment on this video. We want a new lens. We want some new lights. Like,
no, literally, guys, we're a little stagnant on subscribers right now. We're trying to get to 200. Like, send this to a friend. Just send it to a friend.
No, for real.
But let's get into the movies. So we're gonna start with Jay Kelly.
Bro, Jay Kelly is low-key goated. Like,
it is goated.
I think it got a lot of mixed reviews out of
the festivals.
Yes, Venice. I'm pretty sure it premiered at Venice, not Cannes. I think it premiered at Venice.
Yeah, Venice.
And it low-key got like weird reactions. So before, we saw this back in September 30th actually.
Wake that up.
At NIF, New York Film Festival, and right off the bat, the opening scene, I was locked in. I was so sold.
Yeah, so that was crazy. And we actually watched the making of doc on Netflix that also got released, but the making of doc literally starts with how they made that incredibly crazy one shot and how they were trying to get it down tighter and tighter and tighter, and we're it's beautiful. Like the camera choreography in this movie is freaking beautiful.
I think it's amazing too that like everything you see is a practical set for the most part.
Yes,
like
they're all sets.
It's all, they built everything. That opening scene, like I couldn't tell if it was like, I mean, I couldn't like, you can tell it's choreographed, but also like I was so, I think by the whimsy, I was taken aback by all the whimsy of it, that I was like, whoa, what is happening?
Oh yeah.
And to see it like broken down was, for me, like it just made me want to rewatch the entire movie again.
Yeah, and for like the amount of times they did that and rehearsed that, it's not stale. It's still like full of life and like seems really whimsical and like
and like realistic to an actual movie set. I thought it was so funny because I did background on Happy Gilmore, and so I actually met Adam Sandler, like that's my coworker, and so like to see him in this environment, like on a video, like, or I guess in a film, if you want to call it that, it was so funny because I was like, yeah, that's exactly how he is on set. Like during Happy Gilmore, he was like low-key directing sometimes. Like he was like, he knows what he wants and he knows how to do it, and so like when actors weren't doing it, he was directing them, like, and so it was really funny seeing him in this environment, like through this, like the making of and like that's who he is to his core. Truly.
There were a couple moments where I also thought George Clooney's directing right now, like in that, because there was just like some moments where he'd be like, and now what if I do this and now I twirl her here, and I was like, okay, George Clooney, like obviously he's like a veteran actor and like he's been in the business for so long, he knows what he's doing, but like that was really cool to see. Noah just seems like a really collaborative director, and it was really beautiful to also hear like the writers speak, and like we heard Nicholas Bertel's perspective about like the music, which he did the Succession music. I'm a big fan of Nick Bertel. But yeah, this behind the scenes doc is crazy, and I think it gives you a lot of perspective when you watch the movie. You should watch it after you watch the movie, obviously, but yeah, like every sequence on a train is bonkers. Like absolutely. The LED screens, which look incredibly real, and then also just the mirror moment. The mirror
moment. No one mentioned that. Like, there's, comparing it to Springsteen, there's a way to do flashbacks. Yeah. And that is literally, if there was a flashback definition, that's what it would be.
Literally, George Clooney ducking out of the camera, moving around, them taking out a mirror, standing up, and then turning around, ducking out of the camera again, taking his shirt off to reveal another shirt. Like, that is movie making at its finest. Like, that is truly movie making.
No cuts, babe. No cuts. And, like, I love editing down, but no cuts. Like,
well, an editor can appreciate when there shouldn't be a cut. Like, that's what I love about good editors.
Exactly. Also, like, okay, we just love the film side of it, the creation of this. Yeah. Like, we love that aspect of it. So, like, low-key, if you're like, okay, what's the movie about? Like,
sorry, our bad.
I was saying, it takes so much creativity just to create sound, because you have to, like, know what, like, what a room sounds like. You have to know, like, what is in that room to make those things sound like that. And then same with, like, VFX artists. Like, you have to be so creative to, like, be like, there's dirt under a river, and then there's plants growing in the river, and then there's fish in the, like, you have to be so, it's like basic, but you have to be creative enough to know those things. And so I was explaining that to my parents, and they were like, wow, so much goes into movie making. And I'm like, girl, like, duh. And so sorry if we just went off on a tangent about...
No, I also want to wake up the carpenters that make every single set, because, like, you rarely see the behind the scenes where you see the bones of, like, they create Jay Kelly's entire house inside of a soundstage.
Crazy.
Just freaking insane. Also, the exterior they use is Jack Nicholson's house and pool and crazy. But they recreate the interior, and literally watching the carpenters, like, make this set and make this fully functional house, probably not fully functional, but partly functional house. Noah brought his kid into the set. I was like, doesn't this look so real? And the kid is like, wow.
That was murdering me every time. He would be like explaining to his kid how to make a film. Like,
yeah, it was really cute, honestly.
It was like, low-key Papa, like, yeah, that's my dad.
That is, like, Papa for Noah.
Sure. So I really like Jay Kelly. I will say I have, like, a moral dilemma with this movie, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know if I feel bad for Jay Kelly.
Yeah. Well,
it's poetic that it's not poetic. It's unfortunate that like the only thing he was good at was making movies, and being a father he
was bad at.
And like every other aspect of his life he low-key was bad at, and is reflecting on that in this movie. But like he could make a damn good movie, and like that's poetic to me in like filmmaking, the filmmaking aspect of it. But like,
yeah,
you're famous, you're rich, you have a lot of money. I don't know if I feel bad for you that you're neglective to your daughters. Like,
yeah, he's definitely a complex character in that way. He's realized everything too late. Like,
yeah,
because the Riley Keough character, his older daughter, she like probably wanted to hear this 10 years ago. Like, she does not care that he is finally coming around on wanting to be a father to her. And she's like, I accepted what you did. You accepted what you did. You made a choice. You made a decision. Your decision was to become a movie star and not to be a father. And
for the rest of my life, you're not going to be my father.
Yeah. She literally calls him Jay instead of dad, which is really jarring as someone who doesn't call my parents by their first name.
I know. People think I'm so weird for like sometimes being like, get over here, like to my parents at their first name. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm just getting their attention. Like I don't call them by their first names.
And I do think she calls her dad Jay and not dad because he doesn't feel like a dad to her.
Reminding me of Martin Scorsese in the Mr. Scorsese documentary.
Low-key. The Mr. Scorsese doc is messy.
Low-key revealing.
Yeah,
like,
but that's still Papa.
Like, I still love that man. Like, it's cool to see Marty talk about like everything, but it's so funny that like his daughters just dog on him.
All of his daughters except Francesca.
Yeah,
like
it's Francesca, so and she's like, I love my dad.
She's like, my dad was actually here for my life, and the other ones are like, yeah.
The other ones are like, he literally didn't do anything in my life, but
yeah,
like low-key reminded me of Jay Kelly.
I love this movie.
I watching the behind the scenes thing, it's all like practical sets, was really cool. But I just think again, like the flashbacks are incredibly masterful. Again, George Clooney is acting down,
his butt off.
And okay, we gotta talk about the ending.
And we talked about it on the NIF pod, but I don't think y'all were listening because...
Well, now we can actually say it.
And y'all can actually watch the movie. The end of this movie is basically... He's getting honored with an award in Italy, I believe. It's Italy. Mm-hmm. And he had just had this long journey trying to find his daughter in Europe and whatever. And he's getting honored. And they basically show like a highlight reel of his career. And his life is basically flashing before his eyes on a movie screen. And it's kind of one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. George Clooney and Adam Sandler, their characters hold hands at the end. And it's very reminiscent of Me and Sarah at the cinema.
But also, the George Clooney was actually watching the reel.
Oh, yeah.
And the take that they use is his first take watching it. So when I first saw this movie, I boo-hoo sobbed, like literally sobbing, like not even like a tear rolling down my face. No, I was genuinely like sobbing. And then I was watching that making of documentary. They talk about this ending and I start sobbing. Like I literally was uncontrollably sobbing again. And I was like, why are all these emotions, like I'm watching a making of and like they're not even showing the reel, but I'm sobbing because like I don't know if it's just the idea that like George Clooney's getting older, like thinking about like my parents grew up with this, and also like how moving that would be to like see your life is the movies,
bro. His memories are movies. His memories are freaking movies, bro. And that's what's so killer. Like the idea of like not having memories, your memories are fake and constructed because what you did for your life was pretend and act, and it's just like it's all really brutal.
And like Noah says something at the beginning of the documentary where he says like your memories are movies, and movies create like everything you watch, everything you consume forms so much of your life. And like that is my life. Everything, like the music I listen to, the books I read, the movies I watch, the TV shows I watch, like that informs so much of how I like who I am as a human being. I feel like I've said this on the pod before, but like it's not only like the things that I experience, but the things that I watch and inform myself with are my being. They are like in just the DNA of like my personality and who I am. So like to hear a director articulate that so beautifully and to see it translate to a film is like so big. It's just exciting to see, and like it just, I don't know. I think Noah is incredible, obviously.
Oh my God, he's so incredible. And he's so funny. Like, he's always funny in his scripts, and I feel like I forget that until I watch one of his movies again. I'm like, oh my God, he's actually hilarious. But this is like a genre of movies, like movies about actors or movies about making movies. And I think this fits really well into this genre of movies about movies, because we are actively on set with him. We're seeing what it's like to be an actor. We're seeing what it's like when he was oh my God, the scene when he's a kid in acting class. Like, my God, that was all practical as well. It's literally a plane that goes into a classroom. Like, oh my God.
I also, like, in a way, I think a lot about sentimental value in this. Whereas, like,
it's very similar themes.
It's so similar. And both Noah and Joachim are like wonderful writers. They just have like, they're so informed and they're so inspired by art around them. And I love that. I do think this movie warrants that last line.
Oh my God, when he looks in the camera.
We go again.
I forgot he looked in the camera, like down the barrel.
I did not. I sobbed.
No, I remembered that the line was, "Can we do it again?" or whatever. Can I have another take? But when I was watching the making of doc, I forgot that he looks down the barrel of the lens, bro, and that is so killer. I low-key love movies that break the third wall a little bit, especially at the end. I didn't love After the Hunt, but hearing Lucas say cut at the end of After the Hunt, I freaking loved that. I know some people hated it.
I think Pierre LeFou, when they say like, we're just trying to entertain, the audience is watching, they look back when they're in their car and they're driving. I think about that so much. That was the first time I saw like a break of the fourth wall, and I was like like, oh yeah,
it like kind of like wakes you up and like jerks you out of your seat, because you're like, what are you doing looking at me?
Did we gasp when that happened?
I feel like
we gasped. I feel like we went because like it was so
and then I remember the credits rolled and we started clapping and looking at each other. We were like, did we just watch a goated movie? Like, we were like, that was so good.
Literally. And I like did not understand the reception it got out of the festival, because it was so mixed. But I guess like it's just, Avatar Fire and Ash also was released this week, and there's so many mixed reactions about it. And I'm like, people are like, if you love Avatar, then you'll like this, but it's the weakest of the three. Okay, great.
We're gonna love it.
Okay, great. I'm not having a good time. Like, what? Like,
it's because they're up on their high horse.
I try not to listen to those things, and like One Battle is just a genuine example of that for me. But yeah. Jay Kelly, I like wonder how the Oscars, I mean, like Marriage Story was really big 2019.
White Noise made no noise.
White Noise was literally white noise. And I'm just really wondering how this will, I don't know, especially with in light of the Warner Brothers Netflix situation, this might be super relevant to.
I think it is real. I mean, this movie dropped yesterday when the news dropped, and the irony of the timing of this all is just crazy. I did see a tweet that was like, we're about to be in for the most insufferable award speeches ever this Oscar season, which I'm kind of excited for. I like when people take a stance at the Oscars and like use their moment to say something about the industry, especially like when didn't Ramel Ross say something about how like instead of giving out $10 million for a movie, give out $1 million movies. I was like, I love when people like that's beautiful.
Such a great speech last year at DGA.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna do awards wise. I wish George Clooney was in the conversation. I don't think he really is though. Adam Sandler, he's fine. I don't really care about him like personally.
I don't think he's giving a life-changing performance.
He's not,
genuinely. Like how people were explaining it out of festivals, I was like, he's doing a supporting actor role.
Yeah, he's supporting the actor.
So he's supporting the actor literally in the film and literally on our screen. Laura Dern's like Laura Dern.
I love her.
So like always good performance. Yeah. She's also in Is This Thing On? So like
I guess we gotta see that.
Also so curious.
I keep forgetting that comes out.
I'm so curious about that movie because like I mean Bradley Cooper, like I don't think
Bradley Cooper.
I low-key don't think he has this in the bag, so he's like anything.
That movie has not been in any conversation.
No.
So it's really funny.
And like I know Avatar hasn't come out yet, but like that's still I guess getting something.
Well, same thing with Marty Supreme, not out.
Wait, yeah, true.
And Lee,
true.
not out yet, but they're still in the conversation because we know that they're going to be. But yeah, go watch Watch Jake Kelly.
I really recommend.
And I promise you, it hits 10 times harder in a theater.
It hits like crack in a theater, bro. I need that in my veins.
No,
like,
literally. Bring me back.
I'm gonna lock into it again. Like, low-key, I'm gonna watch it again.
Oh, I'm totally gonna watch it again. I'm gonna watch it with my parents. I think I might tell them to literally wait until Christmas to watch it with me. Yeah.
My parents won't be watching it before Christmas, so I'll get to watch it with them. But yeah.
Do we want to get into Wake Up Dead Man?
We should get into Wake Up Dead Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have like such weird feelings about this.
Okay, tell me.
Well, like, it's not bad. I think this movie is good, objectively. It is long.
Objectively.
It is long. This movie is...
It is long, but it's like a murder mystery. So, like, how can we do it short?
And I forget that, like, Ryan Johnson hacks it in.
You can't blink and miss it.
Bro,
like,
you can't use the bathroom. You need to be...
absolutely not.
Make sure your stomach is... Make sure you're eating something. Make sure you're full. Like, you can't be thinking about anything else. Because this movie is packed dense. Like, there is lots of details.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's funny because, like, I think this is my... Based off my ratings, this is, like, my favorite of the three. But, like, I saw this the day before Thanksgiving, which was 2 weeks ago now? A week ago now? Something like that. It's not that I forgot about it, because I didn't. There's a lot of memorable things about this. It's just that, like, it's so jam-packed that, like, I think you have to watch the Knives Out movies, like, twice to actually understand them.
And I think that's real. And I do think I'll be hitting a rewatch when it comes to Netflix. Unfortunately. Like,
saying
literally,
saying those words now, I'm like,
I feel ill saying it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But I will be rewatching it.
Well, this is all filmed in a church. And the first thing you said to me was, like, the light changing is not going to read well on a TV.
Yes. This movie is beautiful on a big screen. Like, especially, like, the symbolicness of the lighting changing in the church and, like, what they're saying when the light changes. Oh my God. But I do think that it's gonna look very dark on a TV screen during these lighting changes, and like, people are gonna be like, oh my God, it's blown out. No, that is a church with stained glass windows, and they are trying to do something here with the little symbolism. Like,
I know people are gonna be saying stuff about the lighting, and, like, just
use your brain.
Literally just use your brain. Oh yeah, light travels, the sun travels, so that's why it's going in and out. Like, think about even the clouds covering the sun. Like,
yeah, wait, so you saw this at the Paris?
I saw this at Paris.
Was it packed?
I was the day before Thanksgiving, so it honestly wasn't very packed because I know people still kind of have work and stuff like that. It was like a 12 p.m. I think, so, like, me and all the unemployed, and I am the unemployed as well, so I never say that with ill intent.
Of course not.
But I know that the 7 p.m. that night was packed, and the 7 p.m. the night before was packed, so I almost saw it with, like, all those people, but I decided against it. But I low-key had such an interactive crowd. Like,
yeah, same with my crowd.
People were laughing. People were hooting and hollering at the screen. And Kerry Washington does her little monologue. This girl started laughing and goes, "You better get him." I was like, okay.
Wait, I told you about my clap and whoop that someone did.
They're like,
they clapped and went, whoop. And I was like, okay. Yeah. Also, so there's multiple fake reveals throughout the movie, obviously, and one of the reveals happened, and literally one girl went, and I was like, oh my God, like, it's so funny. It's so funny watching people react to this movie.
Someone, I think, behind me goes, oh my God, did they do it? And I was like, just watch the damn movie.
I know. Why are we speaking? Well, if we want to get into what happened at my screening.
Get into it. You need to get into it.
I didn't even talk about this last week, but so I went to see this at Village East. My screening was packed. Genuinely, like, so packed, which I thought was so cool. Like, people obviously want to see this movie. I did have an interesting situation happen next to me, though. So we know how I feel about phones in the movie theater, I think.
Well, we all
know how I feel about that. And normally the phone situation is happening, like, below me, so I can't do anything about it. Now, the person next to me, for the majority of Knives Out, was on their phone, scrolling through emails, responding to emails.
Email is nuts.
And I was just like, what are you actually doing? Because not only are you at a movie theater watching a movie, this is a whodunit. You need to be locked in.
A Ryan Johnson whodunit.
Ryan Johnson whodunit. And what pissed me off is there was one point where, like, he was on his phone, and then everyone gasped, and he went, what happened? And I was like, Oh my God, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that at all. And then he brought his phone out during the real reveal. Like, I don't think we're going to spoil it.
No, I don't think we should.
Yeah, we shouldn't spoil it. But when the real reveal happens in like the last 30 minutes, he took his phone out and I literally said, I'm sorry, bro, you got to put your phone away. And he went, oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have said that an hour ago because what are we doing here during the reveal of the whodunit movie?
Girl.
It made me so angry.
I always say this. You buy the ticket.
He had the popcorn. He had the drink.
You buy the drink. You literally go, you spend at least $40 to do all of that. Especially at Village East. You spend about $1,000. Like, you spend the band.
Like,
yeah. And so then you go and you sit on your phone. When people want to watch a movie, you can do that in the back. I don't care. Like, go to the back row.
Why are
and do
you
that.
in row F with me?
Why are you in the middle of the movie theater? And again, why are you doing that? Just at that point, stay home. At that point, don't see the
Also,
movie.
for you to like be like, wait, what happened? You are so stupid.
Don't piss me off.
Do not piss me off right now.
Don't piss me off.
I'm literally trying to watch a movie. Like, oh my God. Anyways, my theater was also very reactive.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of gasps, a lot of clapping. We had clapping at the Netflix logo, which I think looking back, it's very funny. Why are we clapping at the Netflix logo? We had clapping at the end.
We had some clapping at the end, which I loved because that font at the end is sickening.
Oh, it's sickening. Also, the hand-painted portraits of our actors.
Please.
Oh my goodness. Those are real hand-painted. Like,
didn't someone say at yours, he's in this? Daniel Craig.
So
the crazy.
So, bro, the person who was friends with Mr. Phone Man, this girl, the credits start rolling, and she goes, "Oh, Daniel Craig? I didn't know he was in this. Do you know what movie you're watching? This is the Knives Out trilogy. Like, who do you think Benoit Blanc is? Like,
that's like." Were you here? Like,
dumb people. They let anyone watch movies.
They literally let anyone into the theater these days.
Oh my God. It was so funny.
For me, when Benoit Blanc came on, everyone started clapping. And
that's so cute.
I was like, okay, y'all obviously love Daniel Craig down.
Now where's the claps for Josh O'Connor?
I started clapping. I screamed when Josh O'Connor came on. I was like, hey, that's my Pookie.
Oh, my legs tightened when Josh O'Connor came on the screen. Like,
well, that's like, oh yeah. I do think...
I love him so much, guys. I love Josh O'Connor so much.
He needs an award just for existing this year.
He needs to be in my bed. Like, genuinely.
My little mouse man. I need to see him in person. Like, really badly.
I know. I can't believe he didn't come to the Mastermind Q&A.
I need my two mice, Jeremy Allen White and Josh O'Connor,
honestly,
in person.
You know, when it comes to Jeremy Allen and Josh O'Connor, Jeremy Allen can step back.
Those are my mice. I need them in the same room. Like,
I guess you're right. You're two little mouse.
They're literally mice in a room. Like,
here's your cheese.
No, I'm the cheese, babe.
I'm the cheese, babe.
I'm the cheese.
And you know what? True. And you know what? Real.
I want to get into this the ensemble of this.
Get into it, Sarah.
I gotta get off this topic. I gotta get off. Like,
we still have so much left to cover with Wake Up Dead Man.
I need to log off. Don't hit
log
me up.
off.
Don't hit me up.
Logging off on the podcast.
So the ensembles are always like fire, and I also think like you don't expect the Knives Out movies to work with the casting they do. I feel like Glass Onion is the most like, oh, this is gonna be fine. Jeremy Renner, not seeing him as Hawkeye was jarring.
Also, Jeremy Renner doing nothing. Like, he gives such a poor performance in this movie. He's basically just like a stand-in.
I don't gaff about Jeremy Renner, y'all. Like, I don't know.
I personally don't care. I've never really cared about him as an actor,
especially him as Hawkeye. Oh, you're just me and you shoot arrows. Like, you're just me, but you shoot a little bit of arrows.
I love when you get into that.
He's so normal. Like, Hawkeye's genuinely the weakest link.
Oh, get into it.
If Thanos was to snap someone internal, what is it? If
I don't know.
If Thanos was to snap forever, it should be him. Like,
wait, eternally?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. An eternal snap to Hawkeye.
Okay. You want him dead. You just want him dead. Like,
nah, for real. He's just me, but he shoots arrows. So that's him. Again, though, like, he's whatever in this. Kerry Washington, I see you.
She ate out. I feel like I haven't seen her in a minute, at least in movies.
Not in movies, no.
Like, she's doing a lot of TV, I think.
Maybe I'm, like, not around, but...
At least the movies we're watching, I haven't seen her in a minute, and she gives a pretty great performance.
She kind of eats. Like, I love her character, and I... Like, you can see a big growth in that character.
Yeah. Kaylee Spaney, I love Kaylee Spaney. Like, that's my girl. Yeah.
What is she doing in this movie? Like, her character's so weird to me.
It's kind of a really interesting character. It's clear that, like, the purpose that Monsignor Wicks keeps her in the congregation is because she's giving a lot of money.
Yeah.
And she obviously has this false hope within faith that, like, she can be healed. But just, like, I don't know, this character doesn't seem Kaylee Spaney to me.
Why is she in a wheelchair? Like,
I don't know, man.
That part is, like, weird to me. And she's, like, doing this weird accent. I love my girl, but, like, what is happening?
I do think it's funny when she... Oh, I don't want to spoil. It's not a spoiler. I think it's funny when she stands up and someone, like, gasps and she's like, I can walk. Like, she's like, I can walk. It just hurts. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny. Because the entire time you think she's wheelchair bound, but
yeah. Glenn Close, Mama Glenn,
I don't know. She's like so up Monsignor Wicks as that, like, I don't really like her as a character, just like my perception as a character, but I do think it is a real type of person, someone who is so, like, dedicated to the church that they do the bookkeeping and they do always come around the congregation and they're always at Sunday mass, and, like, that is such a specific type of old lady that exists. But yeah, she's an interesting one. My standout is obviously Josh O'Connor.
Yes,
Josh O'Connor, Daniel Craig, and I don't know, you really like the groundskeeper.
Y'all, okay. That groundskeeper, what's his name? I gotta be reminded. Show 26 more. Thomas Hayden Church, babe. Thomas Hayden Church was doing things to me. His arms, like, Lord forgive me, I have sinned. Like, he literally was fine.
The bummiest character I've ever seen.
Fine. You need to go back and rewatch. He was fine. Like, also, like, that's my man. He's dedicated to Miss Martha. So, like, get into it, Samson. Like,
ooh, I thought it was really interesting they named him Samson, because that does mean something in the Bible, and I didn't.
Whoa.
I tried to make that connection happen while I was watching it. Also, they did create this movie in a lab for me personally.
Yes.
So, like, this movie, like, I was raised Catholic, so, like, I feel like I really connect to this movie in a lot of ways. And I do think the commentary they're making on the Catholic Church in this movie is really effective.
Yeah. Oh, like, my God, yeah.
Like, I've tried to write about the Catholic Church, like, before, and it's really hard because you're either, like, making it, like, it's really hard to toe the line of making fun of it, but also respecting, like, the religion that does exist and, like, the core tenets of this. It's just like any other religion where the core tenets are, like, love your neighbor. Oh my God, I can't speak. Love your neighbor and, like, just, like, have faith in a higher power. But I do think this movie critiques a lot of aspects of the church really effectively, and especially even the character of Josh O'Connor as this priest who has this past, who found religion, who has dedicated his life to this and truly only wants to help people. He gets caught up in this murder, but he, like, it's so clear that Josh's character is very pure of heart when it comes to caring about others, and that is truly what Catholicism is about at the end of the day, even though it is a corrupt organization like any organized religion is. But I forget where I was going with that. Just, like, the Catholicism of it all.
There's a lot of language in this movie I did not understand.
Yeah, so there are a lot of references is basically what I'm saying. Okay, Samson. So Samson in the Bible is someone who is very strong and, like...
Oh, he was strong.
Yeah, so I guess being the groundskeeper does make sense, but, like, I'm trying, like... I don't even remember the full parable of Samson, but, like, I was trying to make that connection. Although, here's something that I think is really funny. So at the beginning of the movie, they state that the murder happens on Good Friday. Oh, we immediately know there's going to be a resurrection in 3 days.
Yeah.
Like if you watch that and don't think there's going to be a resurrection, that's crazy. Now what they do with the resurrection, I think is very good and plays out quite well.
Funny.
But I do like, I just love how like in the beginning you hear one thing about like, oh, the murder happened on Good Friday. And you're just like, okay, Sunday, what's going to happen on Sunday? Like that is just so cool to me that they like use that reference. They do say Road to Damascus a lot.
Yeah.
Which is about St. Paul. He used to be named Saul before he found Jesus and became Paul. And he basically went blind, I think, and walked the road to Damascus to meet Jesus. And Jesus put mud over his eyes and wiped it away, and he could see again. And Saul was basically a thief and like a killer. So like he basically turned his whole life around for Jesus. So
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, road to Benoit Blanc saying Road to Damascus when he like does his whole thing is like very like he found what he needs to like see the light, you know. It's really beautiful. I don't know, Catholicism is really bad, but it's also like I love the little inside jokes.
The topic of it in film is like always so I love it in film. I think it's like, I mean, yeah, anyway, I just think it's I didn't obviously grow up Catholic, so I sometimes am like, I feel like I'm out right now, like what's going on? But like it's such a fun thing to dive into. Religion just as a like in film in general is like, it feels like taboo almost.
Yeah.
Like we're like, oh my god, are we making fun of like religion? But like we're not. And like how it relates to today's like politics and
I mean like we have that entire character, I forget his name, the kid or the brother,
Daryl McCormick.
The character of Cy. He is a very, I think, like on the nose type of person that they're trying to portray of this like media influencer who like has his toes in politics and wants to become a politician and is using the Catholic Church or the church in general as like a stepping ground to like get his political, you know, ideology across. And I don't know if I loved him as a character. I wasn't super interested in him the entire time, but it does make for a good character as someone who always has a camera on them. So like that's really good for the movie making of it all. Monsignor Wicks is crazy. Like that's a crazy type of priest, but I do think it is a type of priest who exists where like they do have such a power trip from being the head priest at a church, the only priest at a church, especially a small one like the congregation they're at. And yeah, he is crazy. Like
it like literally reminded me of politics, and like
it is so politics at the church.
Especially like me trying to grasp for like things that I can relate to like in my life because it's about the Catholic Church. I was like, this is TRUMP. Like I was like, okay, like how you like believe something so much you know it's wrong, and like you find out like the characters are there's like stuff going on with the character, like there's drama.
He has a big backstory with his family.
He's a big bag. sorry
No, just like his backstory of his mother and his his grandfather being also a priest at the same congregation. I don't know, he's an interesting character. I'm attracted to Josh O'Connor, but I'm also like attracted to his character in this movie. Can we talk about the phone call with Louise?
Bro.
Because this, I think, is the best scene in the movie. Genuinely. Me too. It flips the entire film on its head for 2 minutes. And I think it really shows the heart of the character of Josh O'Connor in this movie.
In the film, like, it's such a interesting choice to just like stop the movie in its tracks, especially when we're gaining ground on like
we're literally
running.
We're running.
And like
we stop.
It humanizes the people in the mystery of it all, and I think it's unlike Glass Onion and the first Knives Out movie in that sense. Like this movie is really long, but like the character exposition of Josh O'Connor is necessary to see his growth throughout the film, and like you're painted to think that he's the one the entire time.
Yeah, that's not a spoiler. You think it's Josh O'Connor.
Like I walked in being like, it's Josh O'Connor.
Like, and we're not saying it's not Josh O'Connor, but we are saying like that's how the movie wants you to think the entire movie, and they do a really good job of like like misdirecting you a lot of times.
Yeah, with everyone.
That's like all 3 Knives Out movies though, or the first 2 as well. But that phone call scene, that like really struck a chord, because that is truly what like, just like, oh my God, this random side character of someone who they're calling to get information about the murder, and she is just like, Father, can you pray for me? And he immediately drops everything and is like, yeah, what do you need? Is someone sick? Like, how can I help? And then to later find out that he's been on the phone call with her for like 2 hours, the sun has gone down and Daniel Craig is waiting in the office. Like, that was just like, it really shows what type of priest Josh O'Connor is in this movie. I forget his name, I'm sorry, but
that's what religion should be, is what I was gonna say.
No, truly, like these are the type of people that we need to become priests and sisters, if that's what they're actually believe.
Judd,
yes, his name is Judd Duplessis or whatever. So dumb. Wait, let me see.
But like, I don't know, I had a weird interaction at work yesterday, and someone said like, do you have a religion, do you believe in something? And I was like, no. And it was like a really odd interaction, but like, if I were to follow religion, that's what I would hope religion would be.
Religion is whatever you make it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
we all follow some sort of belief system,
right?
Because you're very moral. Like, the type of person you are has beliefs and has morals. It's just we don't follow organized religion.
Yeah,
like the Catholic Church or Buddhism or stuff like that.
Yeah, it was just such a, like, now thinking back, like comparing it to this movie and thinking about how Judd is Mr. Josh O'Connor, like thinking about his character, like that's what I would hope I would get out of religion, or like a more like organized faith.
Yeah.
But
and there really is something to say about the community of church. Like,
yes,
like I used to work at a Christian camp, and I hated my life there with those people, but I did love the community of it. Like, I have such a complex relationship with that summer camp that I worked at and went to as a child. But yeah, also, just like I do sometimes, I don't know, it's an indoctrination into like, I don't know if it's a cult, but like, I don't know, I'm like trying to like verbalize like my entire childhood in a sentence. Just like, I can already feel myself forgetting the prayers that I used to say for 18 years of my life, and it's really weird to do that, because like, I used to go to church every Sunday, I used to have liturgy every Wednesday, I used to have religion class, I used to go to Christian summer camp. Like, religion was such a huge chunk of my life that I don't even like realize it now that I'm out of it. But it is crazy that I do know all these parables, and I do know how to say prayers in different languages, and that I do know these things just because I grew up going to the church. That's so weird.
Well,
why do I know that information?
You can relate it back to Monsieur Wicks and like how he runs people out of his church, and how he has like these, it is like cultish in a way.
It is, yeah, the Catholic Church isn't great. Like, it is a pretty bad organization. If I watch Spotlight over Thanksgiving again, I love that movie. That's a crazy movie about the Catholic Church if you want to learn about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like,
he does like run people literally out of his church
bully.
to keep a space. Like, I mean, for me, like, I can relate it to politics, but also like I can relate it to like organized religion. I'm not saying that's like how it is, but like, that is, you're so stuck in that like you think that's the only way.
Yeah.
And like how he gives people hope, like,
he's such a figure.
Josh O'Connor gives people hope in a different way than he does.
Yes. And I really like the end of this movie, because it does end on, I think, a pretty good note. So like, it doesn't doom you into despair at the end of this movie.
It's complicated, but it's funny, but
oh my God, it's hilarious,
it's witty, like it's a Rian Johnson joint, like.
Yes. And I think this is a movie you can enjoy if you're not religious or didn't grow up in religion. And I think it's a movie you're really gonna enjoy if you grew up Catholic. Like, I do think like it hits a little different when you're also, I've always wanted to write something in a church, because churches are so beautiful, and just there is a scene where the church kind of gets destroyed, and I was like, how did they do this? Because it is so hard to get permission to even film in a church, less destroy it. So I'm wondering if the church is a set, or if they actually filmed in like what the exterior was inside of that church.
They better have a making of on this one too.
Yeah, where's the making of for Wake Up Dead Man? I mean, it's not out yet, but I do hope there is, because I just think churches are so beautiful. I mean, like any sort of temple in any religion or culture, I think they're just like an architectural feat.
And so much work goes into making these movies in particular because they have to have like every aspect lined up.
Yes.
So having it set in a church is complicated as is. Adding all the elements on top of that is...
Also, Monsignor Wix's pulpit that he preaches the gospel from is crazy.
Gorge.
It's gorgina, but I've never been to a church that has an insane pulpit like that. The altar is beautiful. The stained glass window is beautiful.
The light that comes in on him too.
It's insane. And then the tabernacle is beautiful. And then them not having the shadow of the cross there is freaking insane.
So
like
wild.
Freaking insane. I don't know. I just love Catholic imagery so much.
Yeah. I do too, and I didn't grow up religious, obviously, but you can get something out of this. Again, I want to rewatch so I can genuinely catch everything.
Yes.
But if Best Actor wasn't so packed this year, my boy Josh O'Connor, he would be in.
Yeah, and like we said last week, like this is just a really big year for him, and I do think this movie might put him on the map a little more.
I hope.
Like he should be on the map from challengers. Like I assume he is on the map, but maybe this makes him a little bigger or something, or maybe known to like a different demographic of people. Because I know a lot of different people love the Knives Out movies.
Yes, and a lot of people love challengers. So
yes.
And like Mastermind is very indie, so
yeah, I don't know how many people are gonna see Mastermind or Rebuilding, but I do think that like Wake Up Dead Man on Netflix will give him a big bump in like Google searches, you know?
Yeah, I would obviously just love to see his career thrive because I love him.
Yeah.
But Josh O'Connor is really good in this movie. Daniel Craig is doing the Benoit Block.
You know,
so obviously he's great.
So good. Scooby Dooby Doo.
Scooby Dooby Doo, babe.
You remember that? Wow.
And I do think Rian Johnson's writing is wonderful. Like I do think, again, like he always gets a nod with a screenplay. I don't know if he will this year, but like it's wonderful. And this movie's definitely, it's fun. I love whodunit. So again, I have conflicting feelings because I'm like, technically it's my favorite of the three, how I ranked it, how memorable it is right now. Maybe also because like I'm just in a point in my life where things are crazy.
Yeah,
like,
busy.
Maybe it's not as memorable because of that, but like I know when I watch this with my dad, he's gonna love it. I know that like it's big and long, but like it warrants it. It does. It earns it.
I definitely think this is my favorite one. I do think I didn't love Glass Onion. So I think my two are Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out, and then Glass Onion is my third for sure.
Glass Onion was like relevant when it came out.
Yeah, it was pandemic movie.
It literally has pandemic brain all over it.
Literally it does.
And like looking back on it now, it's like, you know, it's like, okay, like that was Glass Onion. But like that's what the effect of the pandemic literally has on so much just like art and entertainment.
Do you want 75 more movies, Knives Out movies?
I low-key kind of do. Like I don't really want them to end. I think it's like an Agatha Christie like how she wrote like a ton of mystery books. Like I think it's that kind of situation. Like again, if it's all these like crazy ensembles or like weird
these
pairings.
Different like just bringing these different types of actors all over into one ensemble with Benoit Blanc in there. I think it's like so hilarious if he just keeps doing it. I hope he does like more interesting like doing one in the Catholic Church was really interesting. I hope he does another one. Like he's such a good writer, so I'm sure he would, but just like keeps the creativity of like the different locations and types of murders continue, you know?